And we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live stream where I answer your questions on cell phone plans and phone deals and try to help you get the absolute best price possible on a new phone or your cell phone plan. We have so many people in the chat today already here. Welcome. We have Excellence. Great to see you here. We've got the Black Rapper Dude. Welcome. Already switched to Visible. I just switched to Visible today, and honestly, I'm really enjoying their service too far, especially since I'm on Visible Plus Pro, paying $39, 35 less compared to what I was paying before. That is amazing. Metro is 75. That is amazing. You really helped me save a lot of money on my bill. That's fantastic. That's what I'm here for. It literally makes me smile. Kevin is here. Great to see you, Kevin, from Lakeland, Florida. I wonder what service is best in Lakeland, Florida, Kevin. Have you ever checked? That's my question of the day. Scott is here. Went to Best Buy to look at the new phones, and the AT&T rep tried to sell me on a $90 a month plan for a free phone. That's classic. I mean, that's literally what we talk about here. I mean, with AT&T and T-Mobile and Verizon, they bundle in the cost of the phone effectively with the cost of the service. For some people, that's great. I encourage a lot of you to really do the math out, figure out what the best option is. And I think going with a prepaid carrier really is a good fit. We got Voodoo 1013. What is poppin', Planaholics? What is poppin', Voodoo 1013? Great to see you here. Planning on getting on board with the Mint Unlimited 50% off, $180 a month plan. Well, $180 for a year, $15 a month. How hard will it be to get my account number and port pin in 12 months? I've tried this. And it's not necessarily hard. It's a little bit of a time commitment. I found when I most recently had to do this, I had to call Mint Mobile, and the rep there, they were nice, but politely offered. Actually, this was with Boost. You'll just have to call, and they might offer you some discounts and stuff. The other thing, there is a Reddit tutorial. You might be able to still get your account number using the inspect function on Chrome. And if you inspect the Mint Mobile website, I think there's like a special field that lists the account number. So that could potentially still work. Yeah, let's see what we got. Hello all. Hello, Mark. Jordan, Stetson, where are you? I'm here. Here we go. Here we go. I was a little late. It's possible. Big Tank is here. Good evening from Hampton, Virginia. Good evening, Sean. Welcome. Jake is here. Great to see you, Jake. Cuban Classroom. Great to see you. Cold front coming into Denver right now. Greetings from a few miles south of you, Matt. You're absolutely right. The weather abruptly got cold, gray, miserable, and it's like raining, maybe even hailing in the Boulder area. It's a lot right now. The blinds are closed, so you can't see it. Dennis, thoughts on Visible Plus Pro bringing an iPhone 50% off deal? This is probably one of the best iPhone deals that I have come across. So what is Dennis talking about? If you go to Visible's website, they just launched last year. Oops. We have to share the screen so you guys all can take a look at this. An incredible deal. So Visible is still doing their classic $6 off per year promotion right now. Fabulous offer. There's something even better. If you bring an iPhone to the Visible network, then you will get 50% off the Visible Plus Pro annual plan. You have to use promo code I Love iPhone, and it doesn't have to be the iPhone 17 or 17 Pro. If you bring any iPhone, okay, this can be an iPhone 16e, an iPhone 15, iPhone 15 Pro, iPhone 14. If you're a new customer and you have an iPhone, you are eligible to use I Love iPhone and get 50% off the Visible Plus Pro annual plan. How much is this? Check out our plans. It's actually unreal. Pay annually. It is normally $450 per year. With the 50% off promo, you're looking at $225 for a full year of Visible Plus Pro. That is less than the Visible base plan, all right? And $225 divided by 12, $18.75 per month. That is a screaming deal. I don't think there's anything better on the market right now, honestly. If you're an iPhone user, I would seriously consider that. Also, I guess Visible's font isn't loading for me, which is funny. All right, we do have a super chat coming in, so we gotta address it. Travis is saying, Stetson, are you there? Travis, I appreciate you as always. I am here. I'm here. I'm ready to go. All right, we already have some questions coming in, so let me see. Neff, hey Stetson, thanks for the work you do. You convinced me to leave T-Mobile for US Mobile, but the Visible deal is so good. Do you think US Mobile will post a counter offer tomorrow? I don't know. I kind of doubt it, to be honest with you. I think US Mobile has kind of been running their promos for a while, and they still have good ones. Right? So if you're interested in US Mobile, they are doing their, oh my God, it ends today. 3 hours, 47 minutes, and 35 seconds. All right, I stand corrected, Neff. Based on this, US Mobile will likely do something tomorrow. Do I know what it is? No, I have absolutely no idea. Will it likely be similar to this? Possibly. Will it be potentially their old offer? That could be as well. But their current promo, if you port in a number, you can get unlimited annual premium for $329 or unlimited annual starter for $229. Insane deals. Really, I think it comes down to what network is best in your area. So Neff, I'm curious, what area are you in? We can look it up here. We'll enter your state, city, county, your zip code, whatever you want, and can check it out. If you want AT&T coverage, I think you should go US Mobile. It's going to be a superb value. If you want Verizon coverage, I would go Visible all day, every day. Which one would I personally do? I mean, I love US Mobile. I'm a current US Mobile customer, but I'm on US Mobile and I'm on the Verizon network. And that's because Verizon is way better where I live. And because this specific promotion is on AT&T, it's not a good fit for me, so I would go Visible. I'd go Visible all day, every day. And $18.50 a month, that is crazy good for what you get in the plan. Let's not forget, Visible includes, where is that? I mean, in addition to the 24 international days for free, you're getting the smartwatch line included as well. That's really nice. US Mobile, they do offer smartwatch service. It's not going to be included on the AT&T network. It would be a separate paid add-on on Verizon. The companion plan is only available on the Verizon network. So that's what I would do. New York City. Neff. Oh, man. New York City. What is best in New York City? New York, New York, New York, New York County, New York City, Rockland County. I'm going to say New York, New York. All right. 100% coverage on team. What we're really looking at is AT&T and Verizon. Looking at the stats here, it looks like AT&T 95.1, Verizon 95.1. AT&T median download 101, Verizon 148.1. Reliability 7.8 out of 10 versus 8.3 out of 10. Based on looking at this, I would consider going with Verizon, okay? And if let me just actually make sure this doesn't auto zoom to my location. If we just go to the coverage map, perfect. And we zoom into New York City. So let's do all, best carrier, and zoom into New York. I guess it would be cool as I'm using this. We really only want to compare two of these. Dang, New York is just lit up. And it would be Verizon and AT&T. So let's do AT&T first. Looks pretty good, honestly. But I think Verizon's going to be a little bit better. Yeah. Just based on what I'm seeing here, I would probably lean a little bit towards Verizon, Neff. So I hope that's helpful. We also got Jordan coming in here. Jordan, thank you so much for your generosity. You're absolutely right. We do need a light mode. I did mock something up. I don't think it looks very good, not going to lie. So we're probably going to pivot it a little bit. In the meantime, if you go in your desktop browser, you can go in and there's a little switch right here at the bottom and you can get a light mode map. That's the best we got for light mode users right now. So, it's not perfect, but it's something. It's something. Jordan saying, Reddit tutorial to get Visible Plus Pro for $105 for a year. That is insane. Let me see if I can pull this up. Is it on the visible subreddit? Or maybe that's too good. Best. Let's do top. Today, this week. Wow. Okay. It looks like this is the promo that we might be talking about here. So take a look at this. This is too good to be true. So this person did, oh my gosh, this is insane. 50% off discount with code I love iPhone. So already at $225 for the year. That's going to be about, what did we say? $18.75 per month. An additional $20 off with the referral code. $50 with Rakuten referral. Open to new account. Pending. I will say, I dislike Rakuten because they will steal my affiliate commission, which is a bummer for me, but an incredibly good deal. $20 for visible subscription. I'm not actually sure what that means. $30 from Chase for visible subscription. Okay, that seems reasonable. Total equals $205 paid, waiting for $100. If everything works out, $105 for the whole year. That is insane. And yeah, if you want to get the referral code, that is nuts. That is crazy good. Is it too good to be true? Yeah, Visible probably doesn't want a lot of people doing this. But if you're able to stack everything, unreasonably good. Easily the best value in wireless right now. What is that per month? If everything works out, 105 divided by 12, it is too good to be true. $8.75 for 1 year of Visible Plus Pro. That is less than the cost, guys. That is less than the cost of getting just a standalone watch add-on on any carrier. Absolutely crazy. Jordan, you're an absolute madman to suggest that. Yeah, it is a crazy good deal. It is a crazy good deal. And if you have it in you to go through it, it's awesome. Personally, I think I could do the discount and the referral code, and you're already at $205 for 1 year, and that's already incredible. So, all right, what else we got cooking? Bill Castle, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I watched your video on getting an unlocked iPhone with Apple Card, ordering on T-Mobile. Just curious, did it work? Oh, Bill, I am delighted to share. I made a last-minute spontaneous decision and got the blue iPhone 17 Pro on T-Mobile. I did the exact method that I talked about. I ordered the T-Mobile variant and financed it with Apple Card. And I was like, is it going to work? And I made a video about it, and it does work. You are able to bypass the screen. There's one screen that asks you for your T-Mobile info. And if you just hit, I can't even remember what the exact button is. It's like continue, and then you get a pop-up that says there's an error, and you hit like try again, continue, try again, continue, try again. And then there's a new button that will pop up that says like not now or enter later. And you tap on that and you're good to go. And it worked for me. And I tried it. The funny thing is, Bill, so I made this video about it. And it's actually, I think I can pull it up. Here we go. Yeah. Let me just mute it so I don't go crazy listening to myself. Here's a quick video. We can show it live on stream here. So this is me going through it. The first part I talk about like why you want an unlocked iPhone, and then I show you the steps. So this is basically what I did. I financed it and I selected the T-Mobile one. You do need the Apple Card for this, and it arrives unlocked. And here's the screen. So how do you get past the screen? Let's skip ahead here. Here we go. So this is the screen. Transfer your phone number. It prompts you to enter your wireless number and account PIN to transfer your T-Mobile number to this new iPhone. And all you do is, again, you tap continue, and then you get an error here. We'll go back and so you can see that. So you tap continue, try again. You go ahead, you tap continue, try again, continue, try again, and then bam, check it out. At the bottom, you can see there's a new button that says not now, okay? And you tap on that and you're good to go. The phone is unlocked. It's ready to use on any plan from any carrier. I'm using mine, dual SIM, US Mobile and Mobile X, as I'm working on my Mobile X review. And it's working great. What's also interesting, is I found when I signed in to my Apple ID, I was not presented with the screen to enter the T-Mobile information. So if you enter your Apple ID and you set this up as a new phone, you might not even see the screen or have anything to bypass whatsoever. And if you check the settings, it says no SIM restrictions. You're good to go. Use this on any plan and any carrier. And we also have someone who gave us a tutorial. So a couple things to note. This method only works on the Pro and Pro Max model iPhones and the Air. It does not work with the base iPhone. The other method that Apple has on their website is to do a financing. I think you can finance it through, let's see, Pro Max, Orange, 256, no trade-in. Okay, finance. The Apple iPhone payments. So this also works. I've heard reports from people. This is a financed situation through Citizens One. You do need to select a carrier, but the same method will work. You can select the T-Mobile model here, and this is a 0% interest financing agreement. You select T-Mobile, you can bypass that screen. And the reason it works for the Pro model is I think if you order the base, you're prompted to enter your T-Mobile account information before you even complete the purchase. So, and that's the other method. The method I did is I didn't do the Apple iPhone payments. I did Apple Card because I get 3% back if you do Apple Card, and that's really nice. 3% daily cash back. You know, not going to complain about that for such an expensive purchase. This is the first year I decided to splurge a little bit, and I got the 512 gigabyte model. Absolutely insane. I think there's like 300 gigs here, but the reason I did it is because I could download my entire Photos library onto the phone, and then I could use the Google Photos app to then upload and back up all of my photos. So everything is double backed up, and I've been meaning to do that for a while, and that was really nice. Tesla Tuxedo, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I have to go in and see what this is. I'm sure it's a sticker, but I really appreciate you. Jordan, thank you so much for the super chat. Thanks for the help last week. Ended up getting a year on US Mobile, Dark Star Unlimited, starter, and a Pixel 9 for $500 all in. That is insane. That goes great with my total 5G Plus line I get for $20 a month with Disney Plus. Jordan, that is a superb value. So for those curious, right now Jordan is rocking. So the Pixel 9 from US Mobile ships unlocked. And let's just find that deal right now. I don't know why US Mobile makes their deals so tricky to find. Let me see. If I go to their homepage, here we go. Yeah, this is it. So what Jordan did is he went and he found the Pixel 9 from US Mobile right here. You can see $500 off. We didn't cropped out by the question. View details. If you select an annual plan, you activate a new line on US Mobile. I don't even think you need to port in a number. I think you just need to activate a new line. You will get $500 off instantly. Pixel 9 for $300. And then you get the plan. So Jordan got the unlimited starter plan, it sounds like. I can't remember how much that was going for at the time that this promo was going on. But right now, it is going for $229. So all in, phone and service, what was that? $229 plus $299. I mean, yeah, like $530. That is insane. And then Jordan's combining that with his total 5G Plus line, which Total Wireless, they offer a 50% off I Am Human promo if you bring your own device, and that knocks the total 5G Plus Unlimited. Actually, I don't know how you're getting that for $20 a month, Jordan. That's crazy. But if you do the 50% off deal, knocks it down from $60 a month to $30 a month, and that's going to include Disney Plus Premium. Superb value. And Jordan, you're getting coverage on both the AT&T network on US Mobile. So Dark Star is on AT&T. Total Wireless, you're on Verizon. You're basically getting arguably the best coverage, best networks across the United States. Superb. Absolutely superb. That's probably one of the best dual SIM combos out there as well. All right. Nino, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Postpaid plan for a single line or having two separate MVNO plans for two different carrier high tier plans like Visible Plus Pro and Dark Star Premium on a single phone dual eSIM? Great question. I think really what the heart of this question is, what is the best option for getting multiple networks on a single device? All of the new devices, whether you have an iPhone or we have the Pixel 10 Pro XL here, no matter what you have, they support dual SIM. You can now combine multiple networks on a single device. So what is the best way to do that? It does kind of depend. I think one of the most cost-effective ways is with US Mobile right now. So on US Mobile, if you take advantage of their current promotion where you can get the unlimited premium plan for $27.50 per month, that will give you unlimited high-speed data on the AT&T network. Now, how do you make this even better? If you get the multi-network add-on, then you're going to be able to basically get two networks for $37.50 per month. That is insane, an incredibly good deal. Now, of course, with US Mobile, you get, the way it works is the initial 100 gigabytes is shared between networks. So you get 100 gigs of multi-network data. You can toggle between either AT&T and T-Mobile or AT&T and Verizon or T-Mobile and Verizon. You get 100 gigs between your two networks. After 100 gigs, you get unlimited data on the main network you signed up on. So if you do this promotion and you sign up on AT&T, then you'll get 100 gigs shared between AT&T. Let's just say it's AT&T and Verizon. 100 gigs shared between AT&T and Verizon. After that 100 gigs, you'll get unlimited on AT&T. Superb value. Net cost will be, I think it's $37.50. Let me just quickly sign in and you can see what the deal is. I actually just remembered I need to take advantage of a promotion. US Mobile has a promotion going on where if you bring your own iPhone, which is what I'm doing because I just switched and I'm a US Mobile customer, they'll give you a year of their multi-network add-on for free. So I'm low-key stoked to check that out. It's going to be hard to beat the seamlessness of US Mobile too. Cool, I'm logged in, dashboard, perfect. So here's the situation. Oh, I'm immediately not logged in. Thank you. Let's try again. Okay, boom. I'm logged in. I now have this is the Lightspeed plan. So I did the promo a couple weeks ago now. Got the Pixel 10 Pro XL. And if you go in here and you do add a second network, you can see, dang, up to 12 months free. So this is what I was talking about. If you bring an iPhone 17 series or iPhone Air by 10/3, October 3rd, then you'll get 12 months free. So I'm going to do that on my personal line. If you don't do that, it's $10 a month after the free trial. And if you do the annual version, then it's only $7.50 a month. That's crazy. So what was that? $27.50 plus, I don't even think US Mobile has done the math on this. Like, this seems unreasonably good. Plus $7.50, $35 a month for basically unlimited data on two networks or 100 gigs of data on two networks. That is crazy good. And again, you would just do, let's say I do monthly, continue, and then, oh shoot, let's go back. You can basically add that and then you choose what network you want. So you choose either you want the AT&T network or if you want to add the Verizon network, you can do that. So really, really good value. That's one option. The other option I think would be to do, like, you could do Visible, right? Take advantage of their Visible Plus Pro premium plan, $225 a month. That's going to be $18.75, or excuse me, $225 a year, which is going to be $18.75 a month. This might actually be cheaper than US Mobile. And you compare this with Mint Mobile's promotion, where it's just $15 a month for your first year. So you're looking at $18.75 plus what is Mint's? Let's say it's going to be $17.50 after tax, $36.25 per month. Another superb value. arguably a little bit better because I think US Mobile, I think Visible includes more perks with their plan, right? So at Visible, you're going to get that smartwatch line included for free. That's going to work out of the box. You'll get up to full 4K video streaming when you're on 5G ultra wideband. Again, there's that smartwatch line included. You're going to get superb international features and international calling, 24 days available immediately. You also get $15 off Verizon Fios home internet. That's really nice to see. And you're getting this for $18.75 a month, $225 upfront for your first year. And again, this is when you bring an iPhone 17 series device. Actually, it's any iPhone. When you bring any iPhone to Visible and use that promo code, I love iPhone. I mean, Visible is just going to eat the Verizon customers. It's such a good deal. You pair that with Mint Mobile, Mint just truly unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network. I think that's impossible to beat for $15 a month, $17.50 give or take after tax. That is a superb value. That is a superb value. So, great question, and I hope that's helpful. iPhone 16 Pro Max titanium or iPhone 17 Pro Max aluminum? Marco, this does depend. Personally, aluminum, will it scratch? 100%. Yes, it will scratch. It's a little bit softer of a metal, so it'll probably dent a little bit more easily. But I think the color looks really good. And the cameras on the 17 Pro series, I think, are noticeably better than the 16 Pro series. So I would go iPhone 17 all day, every day. Coron, any carrier deals for AirPod Pro 3 or Galaxy Buds 3 Pro? Unfortunately, I don't think so. If you're buying earbuds, I think you want to just buy full price from Apple. Reese, any updates on Coverage Map launching in Australia? We hear you, everyone in Australia. We are very excited. Hopefully we'll have more to share before the end of the year. Joys of the San Joaquin Valley. Great to see you in the chat today. Verizon is very good. The cable MVNOs like Xfinity Mobile use Verizon. That's true. If you're thinking of going with Verizon or with Cox Mobile or Spectrum Mobile, they use Verizon for coverage, and it's a really good deal. That said, they may move over to T-Mobile because T-Mobile just inked a pretty big deal with some of those cable companies. All right, CDAC. Thank you so much for your chat. Good evening, Stetson. Quick question. Should I switch from AT&T Unlimited Elite with $10 signature discount to Visible Plus Pro 50% off deal, single line paying $88 a month after tax, unlocked iPhone? Yeah, in my opinion, this is a no-brainer. I would switch in a heartbeat. I mean, think about it. Your bill is going to immediately go $88 a month, $1,056 per year to just $225 for your first year, okay? So what was that? 88 times 12, boom, minus $225. You instantly save yourself $830 in your first year. And if you decide Visible doesn't work, I think that's unlikely. It's the Verizon network. It's incredible. It's the best plan that Visible offers. You save yourself over $800 immediately that first year. And I think you get great perks, great features. It's hard to beat. I think it's instantly worth it. So I would do it in a heartbeat. Kid Cuddy. Hey, Stetson, any chance Coverage Map will be available or launched in India? Shout out to all the Indian viewers out there. Thank you guys for watching and supporting. I've been there in the past 3 years. Often the carriers don't have Coverage Map on their website. Yeah, we will definitely be excited to launch in India when the time is right. Hopefully, we'll have more to share before the end of the year. Yeah, Jordan's absolutely correct. You could buy a whole iPhone 17 for the $830 you'd be saving. Like, so good. I would definitely do that. We have Fisticuffs. Just switch to Visible Pro Plus Pro. That's the correct name. Using the iPhone deal because of your video. What a banger deal coming from T-Mobile. Yeah, that is incredible. I'm like, should I do this now? I would save money over my US mobile plan, right? I'd save immediately, and I'd get more data and better perks. Man, maybe I should do it. What do you say about Xfinity Mobile and T-Mobile? I'm a customer, so I am interested. I think Xfinity Mobile can be a good option. You really want to look at the plans and what the features are. It's not as feature packed as some of the other carriers. And from my understanding, I don't think there's any discount on the internet service at this time. And let me give you just a quick example here. So if we go to the Best Phone Plans website and we compare plans, we can go ahead and pull up, let's just pull up Visible Plus Pro, the plan of the night on sale, 50% off the annual plan. And let's do Xfinity. We have 3 plans, Xfinity Now, Xfinity Mobile Unlimited. Let's grab that, and then Unlimited Premium. And let's just compare and see what we got. All right, the system is working. Dang, crazy. Low key, 1922. Bro, you saved me a ton of money. Was on Verizon, just moved to US Mobile, $15 per line. That is #unreal. That is insane. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. Xfinity Mobile, not necessarily a bad option. However, when you look at the price and the plan features, it might be worth considering some of the other options. So Xfinity Mobile Unlimited, $40 a month plus tax. I actually think the multi-line pricing, let's quickly do, let's say you have 4 lines. I'm just curious here. So Xfinity Mobile will give you a multi-line discount, dropping you down to $25 per line per month. That could make it significantly more compelling for a family plan. That said, for a single line, you're looking at $40 a month, 30 gigs of high speed before unlimited at 1.5 megabits per second. 1.5 megabits per second, I have tested. It is usable. It is a little bit slow, but it's usable. You do get 30 gigs of priority data. You're getting the exact same network experience as a postpaid Verizon customer. Unlimited hotspot. Actually, I don't think it's unlimited. I think there is like some limit to this, but it's 600 kilobits per second. This is unusable, okay? Hotspot data at 600 kilobits per second, you might as well not even have it, is my take. 480p video streaming, not the end of the world. You can get around this by using a VPN. I have a video on my channel on how to do that. And then I'm just going to say basically pay per use international data with free international texting. Now, for $5 extra, or for under half the price with Visible's current promotion, okay, right? I love iPhone, 50% off the annual, $225 a year, $18.75 a month. For under $18.75, that's under half of 40, right? You can get Visible Plus Pro. This upgrades you from 30 gigs to truly unlimited high-speed data, and this is priority data. Exact same network experience as a postpaid Verizon customer shelling out $90 a month for Verizon Unlimited Ultimate. You also get now unlimited hotspot data at 15 megabits per second. This is not only usable, that is fast. Like that is really, really good for hotspot speeds. 4K video streaming, everything's going to load and look really sharp. And more importantly, even if you're watching video at a lower resolution, there will be significantly less buffering. That's really helpful if you're jumping between sections on a video. It's just going to load and play better on Visible. International texting is included, and then you get better international features. 500 minutes of free international calling, unlimited talk, text, and 2 gigs per day in Canada and Mexico, and you're getting 2 free international days per month. Or again, if you get that annual plan, you just get 24 international days per year, all up front, an insane value. Now, Xfinity, they do have their unlimited premium plan, and with the multi-line discount, what is this, 140 divided by 4, this drops to $35 per line per month, okay? And that could make it, again, a really good value plan. It's going to be unlimited high speed. You're getting the first 100 gigs as priority data, and then it'll be deprioritized. 30 gigs of high-speed hotspot, that's usable, that's great. Honestly, plenty of hotspot. 600 kilobits per second thereafter, that is unusable. So really just 30 gigs of hotspot. You get 4K video streaming again, superb to see. And then international features aren't as good. Really just depends if you're a heavy international traveler or not. But yeah, between the plans, I think I personally would lean a little bit more towards Visible. But if you have a family, the convenience of Xfinity Mobile could definitely be there. So that's what I would say. In terms of T-Mobile, look, T-Mobile can be worth it if you have multiple lines, but the reality is I think picking a prepaid carrier that meets your needs is going to save you money pretty much no matter how you look at it. And while we have a bunch of people here, we got to give a huge shout out. You guys are getting something completely free today. It's an incredible new resource. This was created by a fellow viewer of the channel, Tommy. Shout out to Tommy. He did an incredible job putting this together for you all, and I am pumped to share it here on stream for the first time. So I'm posting the link in the chat right now, and this is, oops, looks like it didn't post. There it is. This is it. This is the ultimate tool for figuring out what the cheapest option is for upgrading your iPhone. Now, I'm going to make this crazy big so you can see it. Tommy did some incredible wizardry here. You can select what phone you have. Let's say you've got a 14 Pro Max. You're thinking of getting that 17 Pro Max. Maybe you want the 512 gig model, which is what I ended up splurging on. And let's say you have 3 lines, okay? Now you get a full breakdown on the left, full price, $1,400. That's going to be $116 a month over 12 months, $58 over 24 months, or $38 over 36 months. You can see if you do the trade-in through the Apple Store, this is with US Mobile Unlimited Starter. Maybe you want to bump that up to US Mobile Unlimited Premium. Here's the device cost after trade-in and what the cost per line and for all 3 lines is, as well as that line cost per year. Now with AT&T, let's say you're on Unlimited Starter, the most affordable plan AT&T has to offer. You get the full breakdown again per line for all 3 lines. T-Mobile, you can either do Experience More or Experience Beyond and kind of compare those options. So I'm actually curious. So $61 for Experience Beyond. If we do Experience More, $51. So actually cheaper to be on Experience More for 3 lines. You can see the financing agreement is 24 months. Verizon, let's see, Unlimited Plus is $61. Unlimited Ultimate, $71. So it is cheaper, I think. Let me make sure we're looking at the grand totals. Total cost per month, total cost per year. Okay, so this one is the total cost per year. Let's do Plus, 27, Unlimited Ultimate, 28. Yeah, so Plus is cheaper. Let's double check T-Mobile. 27, 26. So it's actually Experience Beyond is cheaper for T-Mobile. Anyway, you can use this sheet to kind of compare what your best option is, and what your total is. It looks like we still need to enter these fields perhaps, but it's pretty much automated. Great resource for breaking everything down, completely free. Check it out, and you'll save a bunch of money. We just used US Mobile as an example plan, but really this would be any $25 plan, Visible, Mint Mobile, any carrier such as those. And then US Mobile Unlimited Premium, that's going to be the $45 a month plan. You're looking at Visible Plus Pro. You're looking at maybe one of the more premium Metro plans or whatever. Just an example. So this is free, linked in the chat. Check it out. If it doesn't, work for you or whatever, well, it looks like already 27 people viewing this. This is our Safari, the Jackal, the Badger, an anonymous duck. Anyway, if you're not able to edit it or whatever, just go to File, make a copy, and you should be able to copy this to your Google Drive and mess around and play around with it, see what you think. I think we might try and improve it a little bit more, but for now, it seems to be working, and hopefully it's a cool resource for you guys to check out. And you can also see that the trade-in value here, like you go through Apple, you're not getting as much trade-in value for your old phone. In this case, I put that iPhone 14 Pro Max, but net cost is pretty good with AT&T and T-Mobile, $1,100 of credit, and Verizon, $830 of credit. So really interesting to see the differences here. And there's, of course, a cutoff. I think it's like I guess we only have the Pro models here, the 13 Pro Max. And then is it the 12 Pro Max is eligible for less? Yeah. So 12 Pro Max, check this out. AT&T drops to only $350 of credit. T-Mobile drops to $830. Verizon drops to $600. And this really gives you kind of a breakdown of like, okay, AT&T is still the most affordable. Verizon's not that far behind, and the plan is way better because we're looking at AT&T Unlimited Starter versus Verizon Unlimited Plus. And I'm actually curious. If we do Experience More, trade-in drops again on T-Mobile, and the price actually increased. That's crazy. Anyway, this is free. You can check it out. Link in the chat. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and I'll paste that in again so you can check it out as well. Fun making those things. I'm excited to make a video on it. It's been taking me a long time, but we're working on it. It'll be a good video. Boom. Let's see what else we got in the chat here. All right. Thank you so much for the question. 6 lines. All have 15 Pro Max. Verizon Unlimited Ultimate. Half paid off. Want the 17 Pro. This is a fantastic question. And I'm not sure what the best answer is. Let me think. Do you have to stay with Verizon? That's my question. If you don't have to stay with Verizon, then I would consider going. All right, hang on. I was just reading another question. So I think we can go through this one. Le Petrus, thank you so much. Appreciate your support and generosity. You're the GOAT. After watching some of your vids, I used SwapUp for the first time instead of a trade-in. Got $100 more than Apple offered for my iPhone. Boom. $100 extra. That is what I like to see. That is cash in your pocket. All right, we have more details. $70 a month, 6 lines, Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, $600 to pay it off. Want to quit Verizon. Okay. Or stay in it for cheap and want 17 Pro unlocked, best way, up to 2 years. Ooh. That is a really, really good question. So what's coming to my mind is I think T-Mobile has their buyout thing. Here we go. So this, okay, con to this up front, you're going to get phones that are locked to T-Mobile. But maybe not. Oh. No, I'm just thinking like maybe this does work. Okay, here, I think this might work. Okay. Say yes to the best network, right? T-Mobile's hyping themselves up. They say, ditch Verizon. This is perfect. And upgrade to the best mobile network. All right. We'll help you pay off 4 of your current phones up to $800 per line via virtual prepaid card and hook you up with 4 phones on us, all for $100 a month. There's never been a better time to join. So it does sound like they're giving you 4 free phones, and that could be good. That said, those phones will be locked to the T-Mobile network. So it might not work, but this is probably one of the best options in terms of paying off those old devices if you don't want to, pay that hefty upfront fee. And it might be worth chatting with T-Mobile. I think what you want to do is keep your service active. I would just go to a T-Mobile store and do this switch in store. And then Verizon will send you a massive bill for all of your unpaid devices. I'm assuming, let's say it's $600 per line for 6 lines. Oh gosh, $600 times 6 lines. $3,600 to potentially pay that off. Anyway, once you get that bill, I think that's where you're able to show T-Mobile and they'll hook you up with that credit. Definitely worth probably talking to someone at T-Mobile who is more knowledgeable about this or hitting up the Reddit and seeing what's cooking. But yeah, so join T-Mobile, trade in your phone for a new one, bring your phone number. I think you'd be eligible for the deals, but that would also be a good thing to check. With the 15 Pro, you should be eligible for that $1,000 off promotion. So let's say you've got that 15 Pro Max, you're getting the 17 Pro Max, you're going to get the, let's say 256, keep it simple. We only go up to 5 lines here, but either way, you should be eligible for up to $1,100 off with Experience Beyond. And that probably is going to be the more affordable plan. And I can double check that for you. But that's what I do. Bring your phone number and then send us your bill. Once you've got your new T-Mobile phone, you'll need a PDF of your most recent bill from your previous carrier that includes the mobile number, device make and model, financing details, and pay off amount. So once you get that, I think you're good to go. And it says switch and save on our best deals. So iPhone 17, 4 on us, plus 4 lines for $25 a line. Like, that's hard to beat. That is hard to beat. The other thing I was thinking, so this might be a 2-step process. Step 1, do the switch and get the credit, $800 off per line, okay? See if you can keep your phones. Because they're Verizon phones, you're lucky. They should just be unlocked automatically after 60 days. And their iPhones, you can check that super easily. Settings, general, about, and just scroll down until you see carrier lock. and you want to make sure it says no SIM restrictions. It says that, you're good to go. Here's the big brain move. You switch to T-Mobile, step 1. You port your numbers, you get the $800 off per line. Then step 2, you do the trade-in through Apple. So if you go to Apple's website and you do a carrier deal through Apple, what you would do is select the 17 Pro Max. Let's just say you want the Pro Max. Well, it sounds like you want the Pro. So let's say you want the Pro. You want Cosmic Orange because it's a cool new color. We'll do 256 gigs. You can now, I think, you can do the trade-in. Trade in your 15 Pro. You're going to say it's in good condition. Finance it. And you can do that. Yeah, I would do the T-Mobile equipment installment plan. And now you're still getting the $1,100 off. Let me see if I can show that to you. Yeah, so you'll still get the $1,100 off. But what's crazy about this is this device will actually ship unlocked. So if you go to the question, that's the payment option. Let's actually select it. Usually there's a little blurb that says if it's locked or unlocked. Here. Is it easy to get connected? So if you purchase the iPhone through Apple, you'll receive an unlocked model. And this is key, right? So if you do the T-Mobile deal through T-Mobile or any deal through T-Mobile, that device will be locked to the T-Mobile network, only eligible to be unlocked after it's paid off, which will be in 2 years once the financing agreement is up. If you do the same deal through Apple, the device will be unlocked out of the box. So you'll get your new iPhone. I actually love that I have the box sitting here on my desk. My desk is just a treasure trove of electronics. When you get your new iPhone, literally out of the box, if you bought it through Apple, it'll be unlocked. You can use it on any plan, any carrier. And that is key. So that might be the 2-step approach for you. Do the first part of the deal through T-Mobile. Make sure you're eligible for those $800 off per line. Keep your devices. Don't do any trade-in deals yet, if you're able to do that. And then once you're all set up on T-Mobile, because your phone should be unlocked and just ready to work out of the box, then you can do that trade-in deal through Apple directly. And you would go ahead and just select the T-Mobile equipment installment plan. Same $1,100 off, but this device is going to be unlocked. That's what I would do. So I hope that's helpful. Why, Dr. Why, thank you for joining the channel members. Candidly, I really appreciate you. And also, I've been doing a horrible job of providing perks. So just genuinely appreciate you. And I'm sorry the perks haven't really been there. But thank you so much for joining. The Chaz, what's up, Stetson? Managed to get the iPhone on Apple financing. Weird things, I never had to do the T-Mobile ignore setup trick. Yeah, so this is interesting. When I did my video, and I'll give you a little bit of a fun backstory here. So I filmed this video. This shot, where is it? Where is it? This shot. I got home from the Apple store. So excited to film this. I filmed this shot like 5 different times. Like would set up the iPhone, have to reset it. Like I would mess something up. Here's what I found. If you go and you do this process where you do continue, try again, you hit not now, right? And I did that. And I was like, oh, I feel like I hit the button weird or it wasn't timed right. Let me go back. So I hit this back button in the top left-hand corner and was immediately blocked from continuing forward. There was no way around it. So I had to like restart the phone. I think I was able to go through it and then reset the phone. It was a mess. So I reset the phone like 4 or 5 different times. And yeah, and what I noticed, the Chaz, this is to address your point specifically, is when I set the phone up with no Apple ID, I was always prompted to enter the T-Mobile account information and transfer my number. However, when I set the iPhone up and I entered my Apple ID, which is what most people do, right? You bring your iPhones next to each other, right? You scan the little bubble, they link, they sign in. I was never prompted to do this transfer process. So yeah, it's basically just unlocked. You don't even need to worry about it. Aurora Arvello, thank you so much for your generosity and support. had Verizon, owed $715 on an iPhone 16, hit up T-Mobile, switched over to them. They sent me $715 prepaid card via text to pay off the phone balance. No contract, ordered iPhone 17 from Apple to US Mobile. Thanks. Oh my gosh. That is actually insane. So this goes back to Prudvi. Forgive me if I mispronounced that. That hopefully helps answer your question. It sounds like Aurora here did the promo through T-Mobile, switched, did not do any T-Mobile deal, just paid off the phone balance, had an unlocked phone, and could go off contract. And then ordered the iPhone 17 Pro from Apple directly and went to US Mobile, probably taking advantage of one of US Mobile's insane deals that they have going on right now. Let's see if I can pull that up. Yeah, just one of these crazy deals where you get an annual plan for $329 for a year. It is admittedly kind of a lot of money up front, but the net cost of that, oh, they do it down here, thank goodness. $27.50 a month is the equivalent. I mean, that is just so good. Or unlimited starter, $19.10 a month. Like, that's probably going to be a little bit less than a postpaid plan. So that is definitely a move. That is definitely a move. All right, what if I want to get out of Verizon alone? I mean, I would still probably do the T-Mobile thing because it sounds like once T-Mobile gives you the prepaid cards, your devices are effectively paid off. It sounds like from what Aurora is saying, you're free to leave, right? Like once you get all the credits and stuff, you're good to go. And if you want to leave Verizon, then do the T-Mobile thing, potentially pay off your old devices, and then switch to whatever you want. If you want to leave Verizon, then I would say US Mobile is probably your best bet on AT&T. And if you want to do T-Mobile, then I would definitely look at Mint Mobile's unlimited plan. You're looking at $15 a month. It's going to be $180 up front per line, but I mean, the net cost here is just so affordable. Let me see if I can grab one other resource for you, and just so you can take a look. Oh, here we go. So I'm looking at Google Drive right now. Here it is. Is this other legendary sheet I made way zoomed in already? Let me grab the link quickly, and I'll share this in the chat if you guys are curious. Share, copy link, and we'll just throw this in the chat. Done. Perfect. So this is a spreadsheet, free Google Sheet again. Cheapest way to get an iPhone 17 Pro Max. And on the bottom here, we have the device. So let me just hide your question for a hot second so you can see this. 16 Pro Max, 15 Pro Max, this is upgrading every 2 years. 14 Pro Max, upgrading every 3 years. 13 Pro Max, upgrading every 4 years. All the way back to the 12 Pro Max, upgrading every 5 years. And then I also did a breakdown by lines. So right now it's not grouped. You hit the little calculator button, group by lines, boom. You have more lines than I did, but hopefully some of the similar concepts apply, where if you're looking for the best upgrade every year plan on the T-Mobile network for 5 lines, that's going to be T-Mobile Experience Beyond. And for 5 lines, you're always getting the max trading credit. That's going to be between $1,000 and this year $1,100 off the new phone. You can do this through Apple or through T-Mobile Direct. You have your monthly plan costs, and the net cost per line per year, $737.48. A really, really good value. If you upgraded every year directly through Apple and did any $25 unlimited plan, that's going to be Visible, US Mobile, Mint Mobile. That's still $800 per line per year. So you would save a little bit with T-Mobile Experience Beyond. Now, of course, this doesn't factor in carriers like Visible doing their 50% off deal with code I love iPhone, and that would make Visible even cheaper, which is crazy, but only for your first year, right? So you can kind of play around with the spreadsheet. I hope that's helpful in some capacity. I think the leaving part is a little bit tricky. I mean, you could just pay off the phones and go to whatever you want, but you might be able to optimize that a little bit by going to T-Mobile. So this is crazy. Why Dr. Y? Stetson, the half off Visible Plus Pro annual is an amazing deal. 8 more days. I got 12 months for $225, and I brought the watch as well, included. So $10 a month, extra savings. Yeah. Well, okay. I would say the watch is included. It turns out regardless. So the Visible Plus Pro plan, if we just check out our plans here, regular Visible Plus Pro includes the smartwatch service. Oops. Let me share that. So yeah, it always includes the smartwatch service. So I'm not sure I would say that's extra savings, but the net cost is still insane at $225 per year, which is really good. The watch service is a $10 add-on for the regular Visible plan. The regular Visible Plus plan, and I think the Visible plan as well. Yeah, there you go. Still, crazy good deal. And we already covered the Reddit promos where you stack stuff, 50% off. You get referral credit. I would ask that you don't use Rakuten because that will mess with my affiliate commission. But if you wanted to, it is an option. You get, I don't know what the Visible subscription is. And if you have Chase, it looks like there's another promo or spiff there as well. So crazy, crazy good. Man, maybe I should switch. This is the power of prepaid, you guys. The great news is all of these deals happen every single year, right? And you could sign up for one carrier 1 year. You got an unlocked phone. You can sign up for another carrier the next year. It's so good. That is the power of an unlocked device. Oh, I wish I had my... Oh, hang on. We got him. I was just thinking to myself, the blue background, look, blue on blue does not look good. I mean, the blue phone itself, I think, looks amazing. That's what I ended up deciding on. But, oh yeah, check this out. The orange with the blue background, this pops. I will say, I am not really an orange person. This orange looks really, really nice. It looks really nice. How do Rakuten mess with affiliate? So this is the same thing as Honey, basically. So if you remember that Chrome extension, Honey saves you money when you shop online. They were basically, so Honey would, let's say a creator. Maybe it's me, maybe it's Linus Tech Tips, maybe it's your other favorite creator. They link to a product in the description. You go to the product page and you get a little pop-up from Honey saying, hey, we can save you money on this. You click the pop-up, and instead of the sale going to the creator, Honey is replacing that affiliate link with its own affiliate link and then taking credit for the sale. And so an example would be just if you were to sign up for Visible and you go to Rakuten and you use the little Rakuten pop-up, it could replace the affiliate link from mine to Rakuten's and then attribute Rakuten with the sale as opposed to me. And so that is how some of those sites that can help save you money are maybe not so good for creators. And that's how that works. Bro has a small army of phones. Yeah, it is like a fleet. It is insane. It is actually insane. No, I mean, I'm hoping to do some, not hoping, I will do some network testing very soon here. And so that is how come I have all the different devices. We got like Pixels, iPhones. I'm so stoked for the iPhone. I mean, we got the iPhone Air on using Apple's new C1X chip. We have one of those devices over there is the iPhone 16e using the original Apple C1 chip. So we can compare C1X versus C1. We have the new, of course, 17 Pro Max. So we can compare the Qualcomm modem inside of that. We have the 16 Pro and the 15 Pro and the 14 Pro. I've got so much testing to do. It's going to be awesome. It is going to be awesome. Yeah. And then I'm going to sell everything. I don't need this. This is way overkill. I just need to clear house at some point. Eric, great question. What is locked versus unlocked? When you have, see, now I have a prop that is going to just pop on screen. Makes me happy. A locked phone is a device that will only work with the carrier that it was initially activated on. So if you have a phone that is locked to T-Mobile, it means it will only work with T-Mobile. It won't work even with other brands that use the T-Mobile network for coverage. So a phone locked to T-Mobile, it only works on T-Mobile. It's not going to work on Mint. It's not going to work on Metro. It will only work on T-Mobile. A phone that is unlocked means it is not tied to any carrier or contract. You're free to use the phone on any plan from any carrier you choose. This means you can switch carriers anytime you want to. This means you can switch plans anytime you want to. It just gives you tons of benefits. Instead of, you can combine two phone numbers on a single device using dual SIM. You can add a secondary network, whether it's purchasing, as we were talking about earlier this stream, going with the Visible Plus Pro plan, and then grabbing that Mint Mobile Unlimited plan for $15. You can use that on the same device, give you unlimited Verizon data and unlimited T-Mobile data, all for around $37 a month. It also empowers you to use US Mobile's multi-network add-on, right? US Mobile, you can do their multi-network add-on if you have an unlocked phone. So it just gives you tons of benefits. If you travel abroad, instead of, here I can show you another cool resource. It's called esimdb.com. When you travel abroad, let's say you're going on an awesome trip to France, instead of $12 a day from some of the major carriers, you can do a Link SIM international eSIM. There's no talk and text, it's just data, but it's $5 for 30 days for 10 gigs. That's likely going to be plenty for your trip abroad, give you the data you need to stay connected. And yeah, instead of $12 a day, I mean, you go for a week, $12 a day adds up, right? 84 extra dollars on your trip when you can literally get a solution for under $6. So unlocked phones are awesome. I hope that kind of helps. You can check if your iPhone is unlocked, settings, general about, and scroll down to SIM restrictions, and it should say no restrictions. That's what you're looking for. So really nice to have an unlocked phone. Always encourage that. And it is possible to do some of the carrier deals and still get that unlocked phone. I made a full video about this, but if you buy your iPhone, if T-Mobile and Verizon customers buy their iPhone directly from Apple, then that device ships unlocked. And so that's what I encourage you to do. Do you think Visible is better than Mint Mobile? I think it really comes down to coverage and performance in your area. I think in my area, T-Mobile is a little bit better. But in other areas, like when I drive into the mountains, usually Verizon is a little bit better. Feature-wise, I mean, it is tough to compare the two, right? Like for Visible, with their Plus Pro plan, they're throwing in, they include, not only is smartwatch service supported, it is included for free. And you get 4K video streaming. That's really nice to see as well. And it's priority data, can make a difference on the Verizon network. And you get unlimited hotspot data at 15 megabits per second. That's also really good. If we just bump back over to my site here and we compare these plans, let's go ahead and reset the selection. Let's do one line for this. So Mint on the unlimited annual, and then we'll do Visible Plus Pro. So if you're going to do Mint for an annual plan, you might as well do Visible for an annual plan and get the crazy savings. So if we compare these, you'll see some of the differences. Oh. I'm just looking at the super chats here. Prudvi, I see your chat. Okay. I got you. Yeah, I'm trying to think. I mean, I think most of what we covered will apply. Let me quickly finish this up, and then we'll dive into the other chats that have come in. So, Mint Unlimited versus Visible. Mint, $15 for your first year. Visible will be $18.75. I think between the two promos, Visible's promo is definitely better. Between the two plans, I mean, regular price $30 versus $38. Mint is unlimited high speed on T-Mobile. That is deprioritized. I don't think that really matters that much on T-Mobile. I will get to the bottom of that soon, later this year. 10 gigs of hotspot versus unlimited hotspot at 15 megabits per second. 480p video versus 4K video. International paid add-ons, right? Versus up to 24 free international days per year. So Visible is better in pretty much every metric. And with that current I Love iPhone promo, where is it? Bam, 50% off, right? Like, unbeatable. It's just unbeatable. Okay, so if you want to leave, first of all, step number one, get the port out information. I have an article on this. It's super easy for Verizon. I'll pull this up for you just so you can check it out. Here we go. Bam, how to get your Verizon number and transfer PIN. Dial pound port, which is pound 7678. You'll get an automatic text message. Tap on that link, tap generate PIN, and then your Verizon transfer PIN. You'll see the transfer PIN and the account number, and your transfer PIN is going to be valid for 7 days after it's created. So now you're good to switch to any carrier you choose. If you wanted to do the phone buyout option, I think it's like, let me see, get the full term. So typically takes 15 days. So you might be able to be on T-Mobile for a month, maybe 2 months. Your call if you want to risk that. Excuse me, hit the microphone. Your call if you want to risk that. Get the full terms here. So paid via prepaid MasterCard, typically within 15 days. So if you're getting that within 15 days, that's not bad. And then submit proof of balance and 90 days in good standing with carrier within 30 days of port-in processed. I think this is related to, like, you have to be with your carrier, your previous carrier, for 90 days before you do that. Yeah, I mean, you could do the T-Mobile deal. I mean, this is exactly what Aurora was saying. Owed $715, hit up T-Mobile, switched, got the prepaid card, used that to pay off the phone balance, and then ordered the phone from Apple and switched to US Mobile. So you might honestly consider doing something similar. You get your port out information, you go to T-Mobile for a month, you use the balance that T-Mobile sends you to pay off your old phone. Now you've got an unlocked phone, right? If you don't do any T-Mobile deal, then you have an unlocked phone. You're not in a contract with T-Mobile. You can just leave and go somewhere else. So I'd probably do that. And then you can do Mint or US Mobile, depending on if you want AT&T or T-Mobile coverage. So I hope that's helpful. That's probably what I would do. If you didn't want to mess around with that, you could also just pay off the $600. And then, I mean, kind of what I outlined in the sheet here for a single line, the most affordable option is always doing a trade-in with Apple and then getting a $25 unlimited plan. Or if you wanted more features, doing that $45 plan. But you can do the trade-in with Apple, get the new phone, and then do Visibles promo, and you're cooking, right? Like, you're saving a bunch of money per month on the phone service, and the phone itself won't be too expensive with that trade-in deal. And you can kind of calculate that here. Well, you had the 15 Pro Max, I think, right? Or something similar, 15 Pro, traded in, right? I think Apple gives you $420 for a regular 15 Pro. So I hope that's helpful. Can you do a review of the keep and switch T-Mobile offer? Dang, that's a great question. I wish I could. I just signed up for T-Mobile, so I'm not sure if I can. Let me see if I don't think I'll be eligible. That's all I mean when I say that. Keep and switch. Here we go. This is basically kind of the same thing, right? When you switch to T-Mobile from an eligible carrier, we'll reimburse your previous carrier's remaining device payment balance up to $800 per line via virtual prepaid MasterCard. When you activate a new voice line, bring your number and submit proof of your eligible device financing. I guess I could probably do this. I don't know. So it says when you switch to T-Mobile, so it takes so long. I think if you leave T-Mobile and you go back within 90 days, you're considered a win back. I don't know if you're considered a new customer. So if I cancel my T-Mobile service today, then I'd be eligible basically 91 days from today. And I would just need to finance a phone on probably my AT&T account. I could swing that and then do the whole thing and transfer it to T-Mobile and see what happens. Maybe. I think low probability. That just sounds expensive and honestly like a bit of a hassle. So probably won't happen, sadly. T. Ruffin, how can I get on my 2-year finance contract with T-Mobile, 16 plus 256 gigs, and upgrade to a 17 Pro with Apple? T. Ruffin, I mean, honestly, the only way is to pay off the remaining balance, at least that I'm aware of. So that's what I would do. Have to wait 1 year if the same IMEI. Well, Vishal, that is an excellent point. And turns out your guy has a whole host of IMEIs available that have not yet been on T-Mobile. This one hasn't been on T-Mobile. I guess the other ones have. But if I were to do the deal, finance a phone from AT&T, and that phone would be the IMEI. Well, I guess I couldn't activate it on T-Mobile because it would be locked. That is a mess. That is a mess. Okay, someone's saying you should use Jump. I think that's the that is potentially the secret to get that. I forget where it went. Jay, where can I get access to this beauty of a spreadsheet? Jay, I got you. I'm going to throw it in the chat right now. Forget that the chat keeps moving. So we have two spreadsheets. This one is going to be the interactive select your phone, select your device. And then let me grab the link for this. Share, copy link. And let me make sure I just put that in my notes so I have this for later. This one is going to be the chaotic but pretty nice one that I put together. So this is this is the second one I shared, where breakdown, device, and cost per line, all that good jazz. And then the first one that I shared, that's going to be the really cool interactive one. Again, huge shout out to Tommy. He put this together, crunched all the numbers, and I don't even know how this wizardry is possible in Google Sheets, but it seems to work and it's incredible. So check that out. Colton Doggett, don't know if you saw my comment, but just wanted to say I thought it was wild. We have the same last name. Yeah, Colton, first of all, you have an incredible last name. I love it. That is wild. Great to see you in the chat. You wonder if we're like related somehow if you go back like far enough in the family tree, but either way, super cool. It's a great name. It's a great name. Hi Stetson, I've got an iPhone 17 Pro Max, 256 gigabyte, deep blue, unlocked, using Visible Base, $15 a month with Bye T-Mobile. Any better options? No. Simply no. You have no better options. You are getting one of the best plans in wireless, period. And I can prove it to you. If you upgrade every year, right? I literally just made the sheet and shared the sheet. What is the most affordable option for a single line? It is doing the Apple trade-in with a $25 plan, and you have a $15 plan. That is literally unbeatable. You have the best deal. So rest assured, sleep easy. You have a great phone, the best deal in the industry. You got it. Do you think Visible Plus will have a trade-in deal? So Visible Plus, they do trade-ins. They're not going to do a trade-in deal. So if you want to do a deal with Visible right now, number one best option, go to Apple's site, do the trade-in through Apple, right? Just say, hey, I want the iPhone. Do the trade-in right here. I'll make this bigger for you guys. Oop. Accidentally made the live stream bigger. Do the trade-in here. You can do either the unlocked option where you buy it at full price, or you can finance it and do the Apple Card monthly financing trick, or you can do the Apple iPhone payments trick and select T-Mobile. Those devices will ship unlocked no matter what you choose, and then go with Visible from there. In terms of doing a trade-in directly through Visible, let's see if they offer this. I think they do, and I'm kind of unsure how it works. So bring your phone, shop phones. Let's do shop phones. Let's see if they, oh, I think there was a banner. We just saw it before it loaded. Here we go. Okay, no, that says bring your own phone. Can I do a trade-in? All right, let's say we want the iPhone 17 Pro. Okay. Oh, here we go. Do you have a device to trade in? So you can say yes, trade in, see how it works. All right, get a trade-in estimate, find your phone, send in your phone, get paid. Okay, got it. That sounds good. Let's say yes. Let's actually make sure we get what we want. Orange 256. All right, looks perfect. Continue. Maybe we can, let's buy the phone outright today. Continue. New member. I hope I can see what the trade-in value is before. Oh, we obviously want Visible Plus Pro because we want the best of the best right now. Okay, eligible plan. Finish evaluation. Let's click this button. Wireless provider. Let's say other device, Apple. What do you want to do? 16 Pro? We'll do 16 Pro Max. Storage 256. Continue. Step 2. What are they going to do? Up to $605. That's crazy. All right, you check all the boxes. That's actually really good. I think Apple's trade-in is $600. Let's go down. Oh, I am mistaken. It is $700 for a 16 Pro Max. So that answers the question. I encourage you to not do the trade-in through Visible directly, and instead to go and buy it from Apple and do the trade-in through Apple. That is what I would suggest. So the answer is yes, they have it, but probably not worth it. Philophobia. Are affiliate links different from referral links? Yeah, I would say like if you go like on the Visible subreddit, right? This post right here, like a referral link or a referral code is typically an existing customer referring a new customer, and both customers get credit in some form or fashion. An affiliate link is more like you're part of the Amazon affiliate program. Anyone who buys a product, you earn commission on that sale. And so instead of getting service credits, you're getting actual money that you can use to run a business or, you know, buy equipment, pay for rent, buy food, that kind of stuff. Whereas referral credits are usually customer to customer. Affiliate links are usually from like influencer to a potential customer is what I would say. And the payout is different and the structure is different and all that jazz. So hopefully that kind of helps clear that up. Some more chats coming in. Boom. Verizon Unlimited Ultimate, 4 people, 20 a month. Good. Okay. John, we should talk because that is actually insane. I mean, when you look at my sheets here, right? I'm estimating this is a $25 a line plan. If you go to 4 lines, where is it? Sorry, this is like almost 2 zoomed in. 4 lines, okay? And we find Unlimited Ultimate. Boom. 4 lines, Unlimited Ultimate. The plan cost is normally $61.02 per month. So how did you get that for 20 a month? That is like too good to be true. That is insane. Yeah, so it's good. That's the answer. It is really good. Ooh, JK, Pronto plans. Yeah, it's funny. I had a call with Pronto last week. And definitely, if you guys are interested, stay tuned. I probably can't share the details, but we will be doing an exclusive offer live on the stream. And if you're interested in Pronto Mobile, you'll be able to get exclusive early access to the service. So what is Pronto Mobile? Let me pull it up and I'll kind of give you a quick overview here. So Pronto Mobile is a new MVNO that combines all of the networks into one SIM card. So this is different. So with US Mobile, right, they have their multi-network add-on. Let me make sure you can read this. This is where you pay $10 extra a month and you get a second network via a second SIM card on your device. So you're using 2 SIMs, you're in dual SIM mode. I can kind of show you what that looks like. Let me see if I have another device. Nope, I don't. Wow. I'll just show this one then. You have 2 SIM cards on a phone. You're able to toggle between them. I need to actually set up my network switch toggle on my new phone. I haven't done that yet. Just pulling this up. All right, cool. And I'll show you exactly what this looks like. So with dual SIM, you see how it says Mobile X and then US Mobile? For Mobile X, excuse me, for US Mobile's add-on, it would say US Mobile and then US Mobile. One SIM would be on one network, say Verizon. The second SIM would be on another network, say AT&T, and then you would just manually toggle between the two. What Pronto Mobile is doing is not only are they using 2 networks, they are using all 3 networks, and they are combining them onto one SIM card, okay? And they are doing automatic network switching. So based on your location, the SIM card will automatically switch. Now, what are their plans? Looks like they've published their plans, so this is pretty interesting to see. Curious what you guys think. Starter plan is going to be $15 a month full price. Currently on sale, or will be available on sale, $10 a month for early access members. 100 minutes, 100 texts, 5 gigs of data on all 3 networks. Okay. Power 15. The data is kind of in the name, which is nice. Power 15, it's going to be $35 full price. Discount for some early members, $20 a month. And you're getting 15 gigs of high-speed data. And there are no hotspot restrictions. So you can use all 15 gigs as hotspot data. Again, you're using all 3 cellular networks. So to get 15 gigs on all 3 networks, if you think about how much that would cost, and then you compare that to Pronto's $35 a month price, honestly, not too bad. Although we did just cover, the combo, right? The visible plus mint combo is pretty good. That would be about $35, but it's only 2 networks. Pronto is all 3 networks. Pro 30, it's going to be $55 a month. The sale price is insane, $35 a month. One plan, one network. This is actually all 3 networks. All 3 networks with automatic network switching, 30 gigs of high-speed data. They're saying enough for 9 out of 10 Americans, which is probably true. 90% of people use 30 gigs or less. You can use all 30 gigs as hotspot data, and you're getting 10 gigs of roaming in Canada and Mexico. Of course, there's probably going to be no multi-network feature in Canada and Mexico. It would just be 1 network. And their top tier plan, Premium 50, this is going to be $75 a month full price. So honestly, in postpaid territory, but again, all 3 networks with automatic real-time switching. Crazy interested to test that out. You're getting 50 gigs of high-speed data on the networks, and then you're getting unlimited in Canada and Mexico, and 15 gigs in 30 European countries. You can use all 50 gigs as hotspot data. So really interesting plans. Kind of curious what you guys think. But that is what's going on. And again, you're going to have the opportunity to check them out early if you're interested in a future live stream. Let's check in the chat. Cool. The Pronto 5 is capped. It's a 5 gig. Yeah, 5 gig plan. Does the new spreadsheet include AT&T next upgrade? Oh man, that's a great question. I'm not sure. At the moment, like I know we entered it somewhere, but it might not be in one of the drop downs at the moment. So the original spreadsheet has that. How is the experience on the S25 Ultra versus the Pixel? Hope it is better. Yes. So quick update on my switch to Android challenge. I completely failed the challenge. The new iPhones came out and I caved and immediately switched back. And I think you just got to know who you are. I'm an iPhone person. I love these things. I got a renewed appreciation for iOS. I will say, for my perspective, from an iPhone user, I thought the Android experience on Samsung was better than Pixel. And it was better for me in 3 key areas. Number 1, widgets. I liked the weather widget and the calendar widget way better on the Samsung phone than I did on the Google Pixel phone. That will likely be preference to a lot of people, but I liked just the layout, the style. It looked better to me on the Samsung phone and more similar to iPhone, which is probably why I liked it. Samsung, you also get your activities. So I guess I can share this. You have your little widgets at the top there. So I like to have my calendar and then the weather, the UV index, and then the forecast. And you can do that on Samsung phones. On Pixel phones, you can't get your little widgets up there. So much preferred that. A unique feature that I didn't expect to run into. Android, I love that you can tap a button to scroll a screenshot. So if you're taking a screenshot of a website, you can scroll down and take more of you can capture the full website. The Pixel phone, when I went to do that on Apple's website, I can show you exactly what happened. Went to Apple's website. I was looking here at the trading values. Imagine this is on a mobile device, and I clicked see all iPhone trading values, and I wanted to screenshot this pop-up, which is full screen on mobile. On the Pixel phone, it chopped off the screenshot and started scrolling the rest of the page behind it, and was basically unusable. Like it didn't actually scroll the information I wanted to see. On the Samsung phone, I don't know what magic they did, but I could scroll the pop-up and it was perfect. So it was better for screenshots. It was better for my lock screen widgets. It was better for my home screen widgets. I had a better experience on Samsung for sure. And I preferred the calendar app. So I liked it. The phone itself, way too big. I'm a smaller phone dude. So I would be interested to test again, perhaps on a S25 or S26, just that nice small device. But I probably won't switch. My friends gave me a lot of crap for going to RCS over iMessage. So that's what I'd say. Ooh, how's the battle of getting your number back from Pronto Mobile? I actually got it back. I need to edit the video. It's been in the back burner for a little bit here. I got it back. It was a crazy journey. I'm so excited to share the story. I didn't think I would. I thought it was gone. Oh, Nikhil, explore Dex. Try it. Another hidden gem. That is great. I have not tried Dex. I probably should. That does seem really cool. I have an iPhone 12. Should I be looking to upgrade? Sherman, it's totally up to you. Whatever you feel like is in your budget or what you can afford. The iPhone 12, if it still works, no necessarily real reason to upgrade. I will say I'm an iPhone person, right? Like literally have the new phone here. So I love upgrading every year. You're not really talking to the right person in that sense. But if you did want to potentially get a little bit nicer of a phone without necessarily breaking the bank, you could always consider checking out Swappa, right? So let's say you want the phone I would consider upgrading to. I loved the iPhone 15 Pro or even the regular iPhone 15 series. And all of a sudden you're getting an awesome flagship quality device starting at, let's say, $540 for this one, right? Like that's not bad at all. And these are in fair condition, mint condition, $600, okay? Unlocked white. Use it with any plan, any carrier. This phone will treat you very well. Has great cameras. I liked the iPhone 15 Pro better than the 16 Pro. I just thought the device form factor, it felt nicer. It had the action button. It was great. So that could be another option to potentially get a slightly newer device without breaking the bank. Apple says I can't trade for an unlocked 17 with my 16e. Yeah, you know what's weird, Golden? If you go to Apple's website, you'll notice when you see the trading values here, the iPhone 16e is not listed. So I guess it's just not eligible to be traded in through Apple. I think it's because it literally did come out earlier this year, and Apple likes to only allow trade-in devices that are at least a year old. So that's what I would say. Ooh, what is the best T-Mobile plan for 3 lines trading in a 12 Pro Max for a 17? We actually have the exact answer, and we'll find that out right now. All right. If we go here, you've got the 12 Pro Max. Boom. So it sounds like you're upgrading every 5 years. Props to you. That's incredible. We'll do group by lines and 3 lines. So let's just scroll down until we have 3 lines. Most affordable option. Wow. It will be doing an Apple trade-in and going with a $25 plan, whether that is US Mobile, Visible, any plan $25 or less. Mint Mobile would also qualify. That will end up being the most affordable. If you're like, hey, I really want to stick with T-Mobile, then you're going to be looking at, technically T-Mobile Essentials is the most affordable option. I don't think T-Mobile Essentials is a very good plan. Like if you're going to go with this, you might as well just go with Mint or Metro or whatever. So I would go with Experience More, and that would be the best overall option. You're getting $800 of trading credit total there, and your net cost per year. So just to compare these, dang. Going with a prepaid carrier would be around, let's just round up, say it's $500 per line per year. And if you were with T-Mobile, what was that one? T-Mobile Experience More, that is going to be $700 per line per year. So actually still significantly more affordable to go with a prepaid carrier. If there's a prepaid carrier that you feel meets your needs, maybe it's Mint, maybe it's Visible, maybe it's US Mobile, that could be a really good option. But if you wanted to stick with T-Mobile, not necessarily the worst option. You do get a lot of value from their included perks, and that could make it worth sticking with them. So, and I would consider the Experience More plan best combination of value and perks if you're upgrading a little bit less frequently, such as once every 5 years. We had some super chats coming in. Blazes, thank you so much for your generosity and support. I have a 16 Pro in AT&T by trading in a 13 family plan. Can I get a 17 Pro Max by myself without paying 600 plus for leaving AT&T plus 600 trade-in unlocked with Apple? Any plan? Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think you can do it. I mean, I guess maybe I should try this as more and more people are asking about it. It seems to me that the method to do this, again, brought up and shared by Aurora here, so thank you so much, Aurora, for this. It would be to consider doing T-Mobile's keep and switch promotion, where you can switch to T-Mobile and they'll pay off the remaining balance owed on your phone. And then once that has been paid off, you effectively have an unlocked device and you could leave T-Mobile and go somewhere else. Now, again, I haven't tried this, so I'm not 100% sure what that flow is like or how well it works or easy it is. But the truth is, I mean, that is the goal of carrier financing agreements, right? It's to get you to commit to the carrier for 1, 2, or 3 years. And that's kind of what you're experiencing now, right? Where if you want to leave, well, you can leave at any time, but you do have to kind of pay off that remaining balance. So one approach is definitely going to be that T-Mobile route. The other approach is simply paying off that phone and then doing the trade-in with Apple and going with any plan yourself. Net cost per year probably will be significantly cheaper doing the trade-in deal through Apple, right? I mean, we kind of covered that. Any plan with, I mean, I can literally show you. So this is with the 16 Pro Max. Let's go all the way to the top. 16 Pro Max, one line, Apple trade-in with any $25 plan is most affordable. If we group this by lines, upgrading every 2 years, Apple trade-in, again, most affordable for a single line. And the same is true for upgrading every 3 years, group by lines, boom, there it is right at the top. Group by lines for trading in an iPhone 13, boom, there it is right at the top. And then as we saw with that 12 Pro, every 5 years. So it's super affordable, but to get there, you likely will need to pay off your phone. So I hope that's helpful. Brian, thank you so much for your generosity and support. Scenario, I'm currently with AT&T, 4 lines and 2 iPads. 1 paid off 14 Pro, 3 iPhone 15 Pros still under contract, options to trade in and lower bill. I guess, do you need cellular for the iPads? That'd be one question, because you could potentially just knock those out. Can iPads be locked? Oh no, hopefully they're unlocked, but definitely check on that and see what's required to get them unlocked. If not, I mean, it does kind of seem like T-Mobile is this potential gateway to getting unlocked devices where you switch to them, you get the credit to pay off your phones, and then you can kind of do whatever you want. It sounds like it's worked for some people. I am a little hesitant to recommend it just because I haven't tried it. But yeah, I mean, still under. So 15 Pro, so then 16, 17, you probably only have 1 year left on all of those iPhone 15 Pros. It might not be the end of the world to just pay them off early. What would that be? So 15 Pro retailed for $1,000. So that means you would owe about $330 per line. So it would be probably $1,000 to buy out the remaining what's owed on those devices. But once you have them paid out, you could then trade them in and lower your bill. For 4 lines though, okay, here's the interesting thing. Let's say iPhone 15 Pro sounds like you upgrade every 2 years. So if we just take a look at this Google sheet here, say you're upgrading every 2 years, that's going to be the 15. This is with the Max model iPhone, so the numbers will be slightly different for the regular Pro models. But you can go down and say you've got 4 lines. This is just going to be for the phones. AT&T Unlimited Starter with Next Up Anytime is the most affordable option. Second most affordable is doing that Apple trade-in. So, and going with any $25 plan. It might be worth it to, you're not going to be able to get Next Up Anytime. Well, I guess if you paid off the devices, you'd be eligible to then get Next Up Anytime, and then you could do the trade-in deal directly with AT&T if you wanted to. Then you're also just like stuck with AT&T effectively. But you could also, pay off the devices, do a trade-in directly with Apple, and then go with any plan that's $25 or less. We saw the crazy deal that Visible was offering, right? 50% off their Visible Plus Pro plan. And that would be effectively round up, call it $19 a month for 4 lines. $76 a month, not too bad. If you wanted to, I mean, you could also just stick with AT&T and drop down to unlimited starter, and that's genuinely not that much more expensive. And if you cancel the 2 tablet lines, that'll help kind of lower your monthly rate. If you wanted to keep the tablet plans, that is a little bit trickier. I think, so I'm just thinking total wireless, 4 lines. You could do like total 5G plus, that'd be 30 times 4, $120 a month. And then they do have tablet lines. So let's just do shop tablet plans. And you can add, yes, I am human. Still human. Thank you for checking though. $10 each, which would probably be a little bit less. And this is unlimited data for those tablets. And that'd be like $140 a month total. Taxes and fees included. But you're not getting the device deals. So honestly, you don't necessarily have a bad deal, Brian, when you factor in the net cost of the phone and the service. And to lower your bill, I mean, if you just throw all lines on unlimited starter and you upgrade every 2 years, because you're eligible for AT&T's, even if you do, this factors in the buyout cost, right? So the bill credits, and then somewhere around here, here's the buyout. So I guess I didn't really list the buyout. Let me see if I do. Cost per year. Here it is, phone buyout. For unlimited starter, you do have to buy out the phone for $400, but it's still not, not that bad when you look at the net cost per year. Granted, if you are upgrading every 2 years, want to emphasize AT&T Next Up Anytime is your friend. Hopefully that's at least somewhat helpful. I mean, you switch to starter, you pay off your phones. If you wanted to stick with AT&T, you could add that Next Up Anytime add-on to all your lines and then go with that. If you're like, hey, I just want the freedom and flexibility to do whatever I want, take advantage of promos, then once you have your phones unlocked from AT&T, boom, trade them into Apple, and you can go with like Visible, do their promo. You can consider Mint, right? Their promo, insanely good for your first year. You can consider US Mobile. Oops, let's go to a US Mobile tab that has the plans listed. What's really nice about US Mobile is they make it super easy to manage multiple lines from a single account. And so that could be definitely a perk to consider if going with them. But yeah, Brian, I hope that's helpful. What carrier and single line plan would you recommend for yearly upgrades? Looking to upgrade from iPhone 12 Pro Max and AT&T family plan. Yeah, so this is a great question. I was actually interested in this in myself because I love getting the new iPhone every year. If you like financing the phone, I mean, the real secret is just to do if you have Apple Card, do the Apple Card financing, get that T-Mobile model, you're good to go. You can also do the Apple payment. What do they call it? Apple iPhone payments. This method also works. And I've seen some people say if you get I think it's an Affirm debit card or whatever, then you can basically use that to pay, and then you pay Affirm back, and that's another option to finance it. In terms of the actual plan itself, I mean, from the analysis here, doing a trade-in with Apple and going with any plan, $25 or less, is going to be perfect. I personally ended up on let me find the other tab here. I ended up on the US Mobile Unlimited Starter plan on the Verizon network, and the monthly rate for that is just $25 flat. So that's kind of why I use that as an example. Has all the features that I personally need, works great. So you can consider that. Technically, AT&T Unlimited Starter with Next Up Anytime is the second most affordable option. Of course, you are locked into AT&T at that point. You're not getting the benefits of the unlocked phone. And then in third place is doing Apple trade-in with any plan that is $45 or less per month. And so, boom, that opens you up to Visible Plus Pro at full price. Like, forget the discount. Visible Plus Pro at full price is still going to be more affordable than all of the other postpaid options for a single line. So that's crazy to see. You could do US Mobile Unlimited Premium, whether you get the discount that they're offering now, the annual plan, or if you even pay full price monthly at $44 a month, it would still be a fantastic value as well. And that's the third most affordable option. And the reason it's not too bad, well, it is kind of crazy, but Apple trade-in with a $25 plan, cost per year, $800, let's call it. AT&T unlimited starter SL with next up anytime, $1,000. And then this I would argue is better because you're paying net like $40, what is that, $35 extra, and you're getting a way better plan. Like Visible Plus is a way better plan. US Mobile Unlimited Premium is a way better plan. So that's probably what I would look at. The only other option, I didn't add it in here, but it would be to consider Boost Mobile. I think I do hesitate to recommend them at this moment because their network shut down. So this is effectively AT&T service. It's not necessarily a bad deal, but it's not as good as the other options. So this would be a 3-year agreement, and you get $830 off the iPhone 17 models. We've seen this number bounce between $830 off and $1,000 off. Last year was $1,000. This year it's $830. So kind of a disappointment to see. But because that includes, it's only $65 a month and you get that discount, it's effectively like $70 a month for the phone and service, which is kind of what these equate to, give or take. Hopefully that's helpful. Basically go with a prepaid carrier and you're getting a good deal pretty much no matter what you choose. Hi, Dad. Why did you leave me when I was 5? I'm sorry. Thank you for the chat. Beef is life. Thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate you. I'm not sure 100% what was chatted. I'll have to find the stream and see the super stickers dancing around there. But yeah, thank you so much. All right, what else we got cooking in the chat? I'm just watching the stream now, and I realize I'm so off center. Should probably get like some, I don't know, guidelines the backstage here. Make sure I stay in there. Is it good to get a phone from Spectrum switching from T-Mobile? Yeah, I mean, if Spectrum has a good deal, it's not necessarily bad. Shreeman, yeah, the spreadsheet, it's free. Let me throw the links in the chat again. It sounds like people are kind of popping in and popping out of the stream. So this is that sheet we were just looking at on Google. Check it out. And then here is one that's interactive. You can say like what device you have and what you're looking to upgrade to and do that. Am I able to do the Apple Card finance an iPhone 16 Plus and connect to any carrier? So I'm not sure. Is Apple still selling the 16 Plus? The specific method didn't work for the baseline iPhones, and I'll show you that right now. Let me see if we can do this. So if we go to store and we want to do iPhone 16, wow, they are still selling them. Bifa's life. Well, Bifa, I see your super chat. We'll get to you in just a moment. So if you do iPhone 16, let me actually quickly breeze through this. So, well, I guess you can chill for this part. Let's say you want the teal one, and you want 128 gigs, no trade-in. You're gonna finance it, Apple Card monthly installments, T-Mobile, no coverage. All right, continue. Let me just see. I think usually when you order the baseline ones, you get hit with a like, yeah, this is it. This is the problem. So let me just show you that in real time because it doesn't actually show any personal info, which I appreciate. You go through the same process, right? T-Mobile, financed, Apple Card, continue. Boom, immediately stopped because you need to enter your T-Mobile account information. But I did learn today a secret from someone on the internet on how to get around this. And I don't know if we should share this too publicly because it could get patched, but secret, you select Verizon. This will also ship unlocked. You do continue. And then wireless number 000000000 and your billing zip code. And you have to use an actual zip code. And if you do continue, we can proceed, but there's something you should know. We're unable to contact your carrier to verify your information, but you can still proceed with an order. So this is how you bypass that. The iPhone will not be connected to a carrier plan. You can reach out to the carrier of your choice to finish the activation later. Boom. Unlocked iPhone, any model, and you can just click continue and go through that order process. So that is the secret on how to do that. Let's keep that a little bit on the DL to make sure it doesn't get patched. I say that, and I'll probably also make a video about it. So I'm sorry in advance if it gets patched, but I'll try and like sneak it in somewhere subtly. But what else we got? All right, super chats. Beavis Life, thank you so much for your generosity. Hey man, how can I upgrade my 16 Pro Max unlocked for less money on any plan in any carrier for one line? Yeah, I mean, really the most affordable option. So here's the secret is to trade. You're going to trade your 16 Pro Max directly into Apple. And if you check Apple's trade-in website, Apple trade-in, you can see they will give you $700 for your iPhone 16 Pro Max towards a new iPhone. Let's say you're getting the 17 Pro Max, $1,200 minus $700. You're paying $500 out of pocket for the new phone. Then you can literally pick any prepaid plan you want to. So yeah, upfront cost, boom, $500. The plan cost, any plan $25 or less is going to work, and the math will math. You could do Visible's plan, right? You do Visible Plus Pro. The annual version on sale right now for $225 using the special promo code I Love iPhone. That'll effectively be $18.75 per month, an unbeatable value. You could also consider Mint Mobile, 50% off, $180 up front for a full year of service. Breaks down to $15 a month. After taxes and fees, it's probably closer to $17.50 per month. An amazing value on the T-Mobile network. Or you've got US Mobile in the corner. You can do the $25 unlimited starter plan. That's what I'm personally on. That's what I used as an example. Or you can go annual, and that's under $20 a month, which is crazy good. And you do that deal, combination of the phone and service gives you a net cost per year of $800. And you can just do this every single year. Your net cost per year is still $800, and you always have the latest and greatest iPhone. So I hope that makes sense. And I hope that's helpful. All right, subject 4, dog lover. Love dogs. Shout out to dogs. Hey Stetson, I'm currently on US Mobile 1 year best plan. What would be the best way to get the Pro Max lower storage with iPhone 14 128 gig trade-in? Yeah, I mean, I guess this is a good point to bring up. So if you're on a prepaid carrier already, the best way to get the new phone kind of depends on how you want to sell your old phone. Most convenient option that I have basically been using in these videos because of the convenience is doing that Apple trade-in, where you trade your device in directly with Apple. An iPhone 14, 128 gigs is going to be, doesn't matter your actual storage, but it's going to be $220, okay? So you get $220 and you can just buy the new phone from Apple directly. One option. You could also consider selling it on Swappa. So if we do an iPhone 14, it might not be that different, but unlocked. Here's the trick. So let's say you have a good condition one. These are going for, it looks like $300 is probably a reasonable sale price. And there's taxes and fees. Well, not taxes, but there's fees you have to pay. So you're probably going to get 87% of that, $261. So $261 in your pocket, give or take, from Swappa versus $220 from Apple. So you're getting an extra $40, possibly more depending on your battery health, the device condition, extra accessories you include, all of that stuff. But at least $60 extra in your pocket selling it on Swappa. And actually, we had someone earlier this stream saying, hey, they used Swappa for the first time and got even more money than what they normally did. Yeah, here we go. This was Le Petrus. You're the GOAT. After watching some of your vids, I used Swappa for the first time instead of a trade-in and got $100 more than Apple offered for my iPhone. So it is definitely possible to use Swappa and get more money than what Apple would give you in terms of trade-in credit. It's just like, all right, do you want to spend the time creating your listing, taking pictures of your device, shipping it online, that kind of stuff. But I've bought and sold numerous devices on Swappa. I've had a great experience each time I've done it. And so that's how come I recommend it, is because I've used it personally and had a good time. So hopefully that's helpful. You definitely have a lot of great options though. Chef Raf, thank you so much for your generosity and support. You have a paid in full 17 Pro Max, deep blue. Love the color. I went deep blue myself this year. It looks so good. It looks so good. I think if people are searching so hard for financing, purchasing the latest and greatest may not be for them. That's a great point. That's a great point. Like, we want you to feel comfortable, to not feel like you're overspending. If you feel like you have to finance a phone, maybe you want to consider something either more affordable or hold off this year and try and set yourself up for next year where you can purchase it outright, have no financing payments, give yourself the freedom and flexibility to go with any prepaid plan you want to, and that can really help start stacking the savings, right? Where if you have the device, it's unlocked, you can use it on any plan or carrier you choose. That can really help save some money. So I think that's a great point. I've personally financed this one with Apple Card just to see what that was like and to make that video for my YouTube channel on how to bypass this activation screen. Truth be told, I'll probably end up paying it off. The orange iPhone 17 Pro Max I have here, I paid for this in full. I had the cash ready to go. I do this for work as a business, so I always make sure I have the available cash to just buy the phones outright, and I would encourage you to do the same as well. And if you're looking to upgrade, again, at a more affordable price, you can also just go to Swappa. Not only is it great for selling, but you could find a device that you want to buy. And again, you could buy the iPhone. The 15 Pro, I think, is a really great value device in terms of features and price. You're getting the action button. You're getting a superb camera setup, 120 hertz display, and you're looking at some good condition ones, unlocked, $618, natural titanium. You've got some minor scratches on the screen. That's totally normal. Comes with a case, right? So you're saving money on cases. Some people have screen protectors. Really up to you, but I think this is a great value device to consider, and only $600 as opposed to $1,200, right, for the newest one. So worth considering, and great point. Like, we want people to save money here, build your financial wealth, become financially free. I guess it's not financial advice, but that's what we're looking for. Does US Mobile Darkstar Premium get the same speeds as Unlimited Premium PL? Yeah, so Kevin, great question. US Mobile Unlimited Premium is QCI 8, and that is priority data on the AT&T network, and I can show that to you here. So US Mobile, if you just go to more plan details, you get the full breakdown. Darkstar is their AT&T network, and you can see AT&T Unlimited Premium is QCI 8. This is the exact same network priority as AT&T Unlimited Premium PL directly. Now, the only difference is right now AT&T offers AT&T Turbo, and AT&T Turbo is a $7, I think it's $7, a $7 add-on. Here we go, yep. Is a $7 add-on that upgrades you to QCI 7. So US Mobile has access to this, and they are beta testing it with some users. I actually do have a test line. I've been meaning to, put it to the test. Haven't yet. And it upgrades you to QCI 7. And US Mobile has that as well. But that's the only way to really get even higher priority on the AT&T network, is now paying for it. This used to be included, but AT&T was like, no, we want more money. And so now it's a paid add-on. It is a fair point. The only problem with Swappa is the only option is PayPal. That is a true statement. That is a true statement. Draco, what is the best option to get an iPhone 17 Pro Max if an iPhone 8 or 13 and you want to trade in to a better phone whenever you want? Yeah, it's going to be kind of what we covered before. Sell your old device on Swappa and then buy the new one. Or if you want that convenience, honestly, the iPhone 8 is, I don't think it's worth that much. Yeah, I mean, Apple will give you $40. It's probably, I would probably just trade it into Apple, get the $40, and then buy your new phone. And that's going to be the best option. Chef Roth, is the 17 coverage better with the all-new antennas? I have heard performance is a little bit better on the new iPhone 17 series. I think because if you look at the camera plateau, the antenna band, this is really hard. Here, let me lean forward a little bit. The antenna band, is it going to focus? It's probably going to focus on me. This little band right here, it wraps all the way around the camera plateau. And I think that helps give the iPhone a little bit better cell reception and better performance. Is coverage going to be that different between the two? maybe you're going to be able to pull faster speeds in some areas with weaker service, but in general, the coverage footprint's probably going to be largely the same. Would I upgrade for the new antennas? Haven't done the testing yet, but that will be worth considering. Michael, thank you so much for your support. Hey Stetson, why don't you cover regular financing instead of Apple Card? Apple Card, I've honestly covered that because I think a lot of people have Apple. Well, maybe not a lot of people have it, but I've assumed a lot of people have it, and it gives you 3% cash back. If you wanted to just do regular financing, the way to do that, again, is instead of selecting, so here's the option. Instead of selecting the Apple Card monthly financing payments, you would just do the Apple iPhone payments. And that's how you can finance your phone. And that would be with a loan from Citizens One. So I haven't personally done that. I think Apple Card is probably a little bit more convenient for most people. You get that 3% cash back, but you do have that as an option. And for the Pro and Air model phones, the T-Mobile method still works. And again, as I showed you earlier on the stream, you can also select the Verizon option and bypass the screen and finance that as well. So we go. All right, we'll do a couple more, and then we're at the 2-hour mark, so I might kind of head off to bed pretty soon, but I always love chatting with you. So let's see what questions we got. Traded in a 12 mini for a regular 16 last year, right when it came out through T-Mobile Plus plan. How much would it be to upgrade to a base 17 right now? 4-line family plan, by the way. Yeah, unfortunately, Mr. Oddish, you would need to pay off the remaining balance on your phone. So I would encourage you to not do that and to stick through, because like last year when you did the deal, you got an amazing deal, probably $1,000 off the 16, or maybe it was like $800 off the 16. Unfortunately, if you upgrade now, you have to pay off that remaining balance. T-Mobile does 24-month financing agreements, so it'd be 50% of the financed amount. So say the full $800 was financed, you would owe $400 to T-Mobile today, and then you could do the next deal if you wanted to. So kind of up to you if you want to do that, but you would be sacrificing or forfeiting the remaining promotional credits on your previous deal. And then Michael, I got my iPhone unlocked from Apple but financed on T-Mobile. If I use T-Mobile's yearly upgrade, will the new phone be unlocked or locked? It depends how you buy it. So if you buy the phone through Apple's website here, what you would do is just do carrier and then T-Mobile. And you can see T-Mobile here is, this method includes the $1,100 off. And that is what you would do. And if you buy through Apple, this is going to be unlocked. If you do the deal through T-Mobile, then it's going to be locked to T-Mobile. Oh, Big Bad Bunny God. I'm getting a meaningful improvement on the 17 Pro versus 16 Pro on T-Mobile. That is awesome to see. That is awesome to see. Hey, do you remember iPhone Bumpergate? You're holding it wrong. Yeah, iPhone 4. Shout out. Yo, S, thoughts on the rumored AT&T US Mobile buyout? I am unsure what to think. It definitely seems like AT&T and US Mobile are working very well together, and that's great for consumers. We're seeing some of the most affordable plans on the AT&T network that we have ever seen. We're seeing the best MVNO on AT&T with a really good website and great plan features. Will AT&T buy them out? It's possible. It's possible. I mean, if you think about it, US Mobile, they had private equity invest in them. Private equity often wants to see a return on their investment. And how do you do that? I guess my guess is they either sell US Mobile to someone else and they make their return, or potentially US Mobile goes public and there's stock and they make their return that way. So we'll see. I wouldn't rule it out, but it definitely seems like something is going on because US Mobile has been heavily promoting AT&T, more so than their other networks. What's the best deal right now to upgrade without a set contract and carrier? I think the best deal is, I mean, you trade in your device to Apple, you buy unlocked, and then I would personally go with Visible's I Love iPhone promo. So this gives you 50% off the Visible Plus Pro annual plan. This plan comes out to $225 for your first year, $18.75 per month equivalent, and it's a superb plan. It includes an Apple Watch, unlimited priority day on Verizon. I mean, it's hard to beat the value you get there. That's probably one of the best options. All right, Magenta Max, 4 lines, 150, 1 line is yearly upgrade. Apple Portal only offers 700. T-Mobile gives 1,100. So I stay on Magenta Max or switch. Yeah, I'll be honest. Four lines for 150. You're looking at $37.50 per line per month. Honestly, not bad. Probably worth it to stick. I would consider going through T-Mobile with that. I'm just trying to see. All right, so let's do. Are you upgrading every year? Yeah, I'd probably stick. I don't think you're gonna get too much better of a deal than that, right? I mean, I'm just looking at the spreadsheet here. So, Experience Beyond, the top tier T-Mobile plan, it's gonna be way more expensive, right? I have the plan cost at $59 per line per month, and you're at like $37. And this is what you need to get today in order to get the $1,100 off. So if I were in your shoes, I'd probably stick with Magenta Max. I think the plan and phone discounts that you're eligible for likely makes it a really good value. Do you know about Helium Mobile? Do you recommend it? Yeah, actually, I have a line on Helium. I think I have a couple lines on Helium at this point. Yeah, it's fine. It's T-Mobile service at a pretty reasonable price. Definitely better for lighter data users. And it works. I personally think Mint is a little bit better of an option, right? Because Mint, just for comparison, $15 a month, $180 up front, effectively $15 a month equivalent, truly unlimited high-speed data on the T-Mobile network. Whereas Helium, they have a great plan, but it's not like Sierra plans, right? So the Helium Zero free plan, great if you need free service. The Air plan, wow, this is really small. $15 a month for 10 gigs, actually a great value. But again, Mint is doing $15 a month for truly unlimited. So it's like, okay, Mint's probably a little bit better. And then Infinity, $30 a month. And this is 36 gigs of high-speed data. Here it is. It says 36. Not worth it. You can get more data at a better price from US Mobile, from Mint Mobile, from other carriers. So the Zero and Air plans, I think, are reasonable. But at the moment, you can definitely find some better offers from other carriers. Paul, thank you so much for your generosity. I appreciate you. Ashan, thank you so much. I know it's not a major carrier, but just switched to Visible after looking at some of your vids. Thanks for the information. You got it. You got it. Kevin, thank you so much for your generosity. Or US Mobile has a customer quota to meet set by AT&T. Kevin, you could absolutely be right. I don't know what it is, but they are definitely pumping AT&T, offering crazy discounts. I mean, I'm here for it, right? Like, I don't think US Mobile is going out of business probably ever, at least anytime soon. And these rates are so good. So good. Big Bag Bunny God, thank you so much for your generosity. Watch out on the 17 Pro. The big camera bump corners are easily chipped. Mandatory case this generation. Yeah, you know, you could be right. I should probably watch Zach's. Oh my God, wait. Oh no, that was just like some dust. I was like, is it scratched already? I should probably watch Zach's Jerry Rig Everything's video on it. I do think it looks really nice. I think the blue one looks the best without a case. I'm a big blue person. The orange one, it is a great orange. It looks great if you love orange. I'm not personally feeling an orange phone, so I went blue. But yeah, you're right. The silver could have been another good move. I was debating so much on Twitter about which color phone to get. I am looking to get a case for this, and I do think silver probably would look better in a case. And let me show you. I was looking at the Andar case. All right, hang on. Tech phone cases, the Aspen. Yeah, so this is what I was looking at. Oh, see, even just seeing this on the website, I think silver probably was the move. I'd probably lean a little bit more towards camel tan. I think this will patina really nicely. And the orange, or the more orangey hue, I think will complement the 17 Pro blue a little bit more. But I wish, like, they don't have other colors. They're just using silver for their demo, which I'm a little bummed about. View all colors. Yeah, see, they don't have the demo that I want to see. Unfortunately. But that's probably what I would look at getting for myself, because I have that for my iPhone 16 Pro. Really like it. Great leather case. Feels good. RJ, what's the catch? It's prepaid service. It's really good. No, realistically, the catch is there's no store for physical, like, you can't go to a store to get help and support. You're chatting with a rep online. They're not really doing the trade-in deals. They do allow you to finance a phone with a firm if you wanted to buy directly from Visible, but yeah, it's just a little bit different from a postpaid carrier. In terms of the service quality, it's the same as Verizon postpaid, like same network, same priority level. It's just really good. People just don't believe it, and so it's tricky. Look at you with the double 17 Pro devices. Must be nice. Steve, it is cool, and I love using them to make thumbnails, right? Like this absolutely pops in thumbnails. I admittedly am excited to eventually sell this because the truth is once the videos are made, I definitely don't need this many phones. It is ridiculous, and it is much nicer to have one device that is all your information. It's like your one source of truth. It's really good. It's really good. I bought a 17 Pro Max unlocked. Which single plan do you recommend between Mint Unlimited, US Mobile Unlimited Starter, or Visible Plus? Thanks. This definitely depends on the network in your area. Based on your username, it sounds like you might be in the New York City area. We were actually looking at New York City earlier, and it seemed like Verizon is probably one of the... Actually, hold up. Verizon was best between AT&T and Verizon, but now that I'm looking at T-Mobile is saying 100% coverage, 212.9 megabits per second for the average download speed, 9.6 out of 10 reliability. Might be the move. So you could consider doing Mint $15 a month, and that would be awesome. I mean, I actually have one of Mint's other annual plans. It was when it was on sale. I think I got it for like $20 a month, and it works great. The app is it's fine. Like, it does everything I need. It's super affordable. I'd probably lean a little bit towards Mint. That said, Visible's deal is outrageously good. So kind of your call what network, maybe what network you're on now, and what network you want coverage on. XCP90X, those cases look terrible. I love them. I think they look great for a nice leather case. I got the brown one for my 16 Pro. It patinaed quite a bit, so it got very dark, but I loved it. I think the camel tan it'll look good in person. But ESR Tech, is there an Amazon? No. ESR Tech. Premium charging. Yeah, I'm not as much of a fan. Protect your device. iPhone 17 Pro. Let's see what we got case-wise. Yeah. Look, I don't think these are for me, to be honest with you. It's not that they're bad. It's just, I feel like for me, they're not as elegant, a little bit less classy. Like, yeah, they maybe have a nice rugged look to them, but it's not as smooth. They have some harsher edges here and there. So to each their own, though. I mean, if you're happy with these and they work for you, awesome. Grab it. And they don't seem, well, $50 is kind of up there for a case, but otherwise they don't seem too bad. Hey Stetson, why doesn't US Mobile have any kinds of iPhone deals like they have with Pixel deals? I think US Mobile has a great relationship with the folks over at Google. That's how come they're able to offer excellent Pixel deals. I also think Pixel is looking for ways to gain more customers, more so than Apple is. And yeah, I think that's how come. 1328237. Yeah, I'll share the links in the chat again. It sounds like people are, kind of tuning in, seeing the spreadsheet, and like, oh man, I need that. So this is the first sheet, interactive, customize everything, and compare stuff. Here's the sheet that I was using. Check it out. Again, they're totally free, so I hope that's helpful. Yeah, Debo Bop or Hyper Saiyan, I don't care. Great to see you in the chat, by the way. I think the 17 Pro Max might be the phone of the year. It has amazing cameras, phenomenal performance, and enough RAM to last years. Yeah, I mean, this phone is screaming good. My favorite, I went hiking with the 17 Pro, and the cameras I was really impressed with. I love the selfie camera. Like, being able to take a picture and have it be like, you just tap a button, right, and it goes into landscape mode. So good. So good. I love it. I love it so much. It's a phenomenal phone. Andre Sacampo, hey, your videos have been so helpful. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. Thanks for tuning in. Getting the 17 Pro and trying Visible very soon. Would you say that's one of the best deals right now? Yeah, Visible is easily one of the best deals right now. Their 50% off deal. Yeah, it's a combination of price and plan features. This might be unbeatable. This might be unbeatable. So, yeah, I prefer something that protects the camera bump. That's so fair. That's so fair. What do you think is better for a user who occasionally plays online games and watches YouTube videos? US Mobile $17.50 a month, or Visible Mobile at $19 a month. The US Mobile only has 10 gigabytes unlimited. Who occasionally plays online game? If you're watching YouTube videos, that can definitely use up a lot of data, so it might be worth checking your data usage and seeing, kind of what that is. I think I would lean a little bit more towards Visible, so you don't have to worry about data usage. You can use your phone as much as you want. And then the 19 a month, right? That's actually going to be monthly. So with the current promo, pay monthly, you can get Visible Base for 19. That's a month-to-month plan. With US Mobile, the unlimited flex plan, $17.50, $210 up front for 12 months. So you might consider going with Visible, and then if it doesn't work, you can always switch. So that's what I would suggest. Yeah, there is definitely a cap on Visible for heavy data usage. Seems to vary maybe account by account, but there is definitely a cap. I tried to convince my relatives to switch to one of the MVNOs, but they don't want to lose the convenience, or excuse me, the ability to go to a carrier store. Would you say ISP depending is Optimum Mobile okay? Yeah, it's probably fine. They're reselling Verizon service, so if they get good Verizon coverage, I think it's going to be just fine. Not necessarily a terrible deal. Yeah. Yeah, it's not going to be as awesome as Visible or US Mobile, but it's not going to be bad, and it's probably going to be better than a big carrier directly. So that's what I'd say. Appreciate it. You're most welcome. Doesn't the Visible Plus Pro 50% off deal exclude current Verizon customers? Let's find out. Let's find out. Click the little I button, and we can see what is cooking here. New members who join Visible via bring your own device, transfer your number within 30 days, select Visible Pro Annual, use the code. Ports from Verizon and its brands are excluded. Yep, you're absolutely right. So this excludes Simple Mobile, Straight Talk, Total Wireless, TracFone, Walmart Family Mobile, and Verizon Prepaid. So unfortunately, if you're a Verizon customer, you are not eligible for this specific promotion, but you will still get even the full price Visible Plus Pro is an awesome deal. But that is good to know. Okay, cool. That is true. Joys of the San Joaquin Valley. With YouTube, you can control your data usage, change it to 360p or 1440p to be extra conservative. Yeah, there you go. Just switched to Visible 2 months ago. Not eligible for the 50% off deal. Yeah, that's correct. Unfortunately, you're not eligible. It is for new customers, but you're probably already saving money, so probably worth it. And then, yeah, Michael, 450 gigs is a huge amount of data. Way more than 99.999% of people need. What's your take on Total Wireless's phone deals, like the free iPhone 13 for $100 or the iPhone 14 with the 3-month unlimited plan, then it gets unlocked after 3 months? It can be a great option to get a new phone. Of course, Total wants you to stick with them. But yeah, once it's unlocked, if the net cost is worth it to you, then I say, why not go for it? I am definitely also a proponent of Swappa. So if we say Total Wireless, maybe it requires their $50 a month plan for 3 months, so that'd be an extra $150. So you're looking at $250 for an iPhone 14. And if we throw an iPhone 14 here into Swappa and just say what these are going for, unlocked, and then we just want to make sure we're doing like a good condition phone, 300. So yeah, it could be a little bit cheaper to get it from Total, and especially you get that 100% battery health, which would be nice. Looks like you can find it for like unlocked, ready to go for $300, and then you can immediately switch to a cheaper plan. So yeah, kind of up to you. Sure. Debo Bop, would you mind going over AT&T's deal for the 1 TB 17 Pro Max, trading in a 15 Pro Max? Sure. Yeah, let's check it out. Boom. These are selling like hotcakes. It's crazy how good these are. Bam. So with AT&T's trade-in, any AT&T plan is eligible, and you're able to get up to $1,100 off by trading in a device valued at $180 or more. A 15 Pro Max will qualify for that, I believe. And you can always double check that. Oh, wow. They're doing breaker contract too. Cool. Yeah. So it's just $1,100 off trading your device. And that also applies for the 1 TB model. Net cost would be trading your current device. Basically $13.89 per month is what it would be. So pretty cool. And if you like to upgrade every 2 or 3 years, it is actually worth getting the AT&T Next Up Anytime add-on. It ends up being cheaper if you do that. So that's what I'd say. Hopefully that helps. I think it's pretty straightforward. You trade it in, and if you're curious, like, requires eligible trade-in of $180 or more. If you just do AT&T trade-in and you go find out what your phone is worth, make this a little bit bigger so you can see it. Start now. You're just going to find the phone you have. Sounds like you have the 15 Pro Max. So we're going to search for your device. iPhone 15 Pro Max. Doesn't matter what device it is. We'll do the 256. Search. And you can see this is valued at $380. So that's going to be more than that requirement that they had, which was, oh gosh, get out of here, AT&T. End chat, get out of here. I didn't want you. That's more than the requirement of 180. So you're good to go. Also, yeah, great point, Kevin. US Mobile will also block heavy data users, but there's no clear cap. Yeah, they do have some policy in place. You just want to be a little bit mindful. So, dang, Logan, 10 free lines plus OG 20% insider discount. That is insane. That is insane. So good. So good. All right. I think we're going to call it there. 2 hours, 17 minutes, an amazing stream. Awesome chatting with you. If you're tuning in or you've been here for a while, make sure you check out the free resources, just some spreadsheets on the cheapest way to get the latest iPhone every year, every 2 years, every 3 years, whatever you want. Check those out, completely free. Yeah. I hope that's helpful. All right. I'm cooked. I love talking to you guys, but I'm cooked. I'm going to go to bed, probably watch, looks like Marquez Brownlee dropped a new video on the iPhone Air review, so probably going to chill and watch that. But thank you guys so much for tuning in to another epic Monday live stream. Again, the links to those spreadsheets are in the chat right now, so check them out. It looks like we've already got 7 people viewing this one, and we've got, it's always cool to see this, 14 people viewing this one. So check them out. They're free. They'll be in one of the pinned comments for the replay. I think that's it. Hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully if you're getting a new iPhone 17, 17 Pro, or iPhone 17 Pro Max, I hope you enjoy it. I hope you love it. I think they're really great phones this year. And yeah, that's going to be it. I hope you save money on your phone service and get an amazing deal. Have an awesome Monday and an amazing rest of your week. I will see you next week for the live stream then. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.